And we are live. You can catch us on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Kick, and Facebook. Don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. And we'll be right back with you, Howlers. We'll be right back. Howls over Baaz. I'm Jacob Casas. And today we have a very special guest. Where'd you come from today?
I came from Victorville, California.
Oh, Victorville. Okay.
The high desert.
So if you want to introduce yourself to our audience, tell them a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Let's see. Well, I wear a lot of hats with cute little high heels. I am, first and foremost, a very blessed mom of 8 kids.
8
kids.
And you kept busy.
Something in the water. Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Something in the water. The Hinkley water.
What's the oldest to the youngest?
The oldest is going to be 39 in December, and the little one is 15.
Oh, okay. I got a 15-year-old.
Awesome. Yeah, she's
still make
going on
things happen.
25, huh?
Yeah.
Loca. My baby. She's like the boss of the house.
Dang. I got an 11-year-old. And she thinks she's the boss, but yeah.
Yeah, well, she actually is.
She be trying to run things, huh?
Right, yeah. But she's really good, though. I call her the Mexican Brooke Shields.
Oh.
She's an entrepreneur, and she is becoming...
At 15?
At 15. But she had a crazy mom like me.
So what's she entrepreneur in?
She is... I make a lot of money in doing investments.
What's up, sugar mama?
Yes, and I teach my kids the same.
Okay.
How to value money and how to love money. Because if you don't love money, money will not come to you as energy.
Mm-hmm.
So I teach that to my kids. I mean, I am kind of a little master in manifesting things.
Okay.
Law of attraction is what I teach.
Okay.
Especially my first students, because they can run. My kids.
My students. What do you mean?
My students, my children.
Okay.
Because we are their first teachers, as you know that, right?
Yeah.
And so I taught them how to manifest money. I mean, if you've done your homework, which I know you have, Jacob, I won the lottery a couple of times.
Wow.
Not only winning the lottery, but you have to know how to invest money, because if not, exactly.
Good luck.
Cha-ching.
Oh, we're going to become friends.
Yeah. Besties.
She's good luck over here. Look at her.
You know what I really am? I'm very blessed. I am very blessed. It's because you attract what you are. It's like you want to tune into a frequency. You want to be in a lower vibration, you start drinking, doing drugs, and that's how you're going to attract. But if you raise yourself and you want to be on a level of being in a penthouse, in other words, then that's what you attract.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, so I teach that to my kids, of course, because I know as not bruja, people say bruja, but I'm a spiritual being. I'm a medium, trying to get into a small. I'm able to talk to the dead. I'm able to talk to angels and the dead. Since I was born,
we need to have you on the Howls Over Baaz Ghost Hunter episode when we do the Halloween one. Then
I would love it. I would love it.
We're gonna do a Ghost Hunter Halloween episode. You're gonna have to come on.
I would love to. I would love to. Actually, besides Christmas, Halloween is one of my best holidays. I usually have about 1,000 people that come over my house.
Dang.
Yeah.
For what? What do you guys do over there?
Well, I like, of course, when much is given, much is expected. That's one of my rules, one that I'll abide by. And so I like to give back to our community. So everyone knows my house. This will be the 16th year of me doing it. And I actually have, it's all free. We have popcorn, hot dog stands, big candy bars. We have dance contests. We have nachos con jalapenos. And this year we're adding Mexican hot dogs on the grill.
What are like the street dogs?
Yeah,
oh, those are the best dogs ever.
Yeah, con tocino, that means with bacon and onions and jalapenos, and everything is free. Only because there's just so many crazy people out there. I want people to come with their children and come over and have a good time at my house.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to get back to you talking to the dead in a minute, but
yes.
we got to definitely touch on that. This is wild. But we're going to keep going. So what so what else do you do to tell our audience a little bit more?
I've been doing radio for 11 years.
Okay.
I do network marketing. I work for a company with my vitamins that actually, I'm going to say it. Well, I can't say cure because FDA listen to me. Hi. But my daughter had 7 tumors of Hodgkin's lymphoma, and I've been
Yeah.
looking for it, and I can't find it. 2 of my kids had autism, and they show no signs of autism anymore.
How did you do that? With that?
Vitamin minerals. Yeah.
I have a
Yes.
nephew that has autism. I want to get that from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vaccines, I don't vaccinate. You know, we're not
So are you
back
like
in
a
the
witch?
30s.
You make potions and stuff? Is this what's going on?
Potions, no, you know, like herbs.
But it's like
I mean,
potions
you
kinda
love
thing.
cilantro, right?
Yeah, I like
cayenne
that.
pepper.
Yeah.
Are those? That's okay. Then you're a brujo.
Well, you're making potions. I like, but they're working. They're
all
curious.
natural. All natural.
Well, yeah,
All-
that's what, there's, you know what I mean. But
minerals
it's
and
your own
vitamins.
concoction, though, right?
Longevity is not. I wish it was.
Oh, okay.
See, the way the human body, Jacob, was made, it has the capacity to heal itself.
Okay.
But without the proper ingredients, it's not going to happen.
That's true. I mean, they even talk about with cancer, the radiation actually hurts you because it takes your immune system goes lower, and it actually makes cancer. And you've been hearing about these drinks that are curing a lot of this, but they just don't want to do that because the pharmacy wants to make money. I might get flagged for that. They
Well,
don't like
there's-
to hear that on YouTube, but
Well-
on any other platform, we're good.
Well, people are waking up to, they're tired of being bullshitted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people are tired of being tired. That's why we say you're awakened when you actually get it and you see everything as a symbol from our fast food industry
Yeah.
to our big pharma. There is no money in a cure. There's always money in a treatment. That's what you
Yep.
see in every city. You see there's all these Davita dialysis popping up. And I was going to have my gallbladder burst. And I took a detox, and I actually threw out from my body about 40 different little rocks.
I
my
need to have you
gallbladder.
around because I had my gallbladder removed.
Yeah, if that's happened to you, you need to add enzymes into your dairy diet.
Like alcohol?
No,
I'm just joking. Nah. What do you mean, like enzymes? What kind of enzymes?
Different enzymes. I mean, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you some. I mean, I work with Dr. Joel Wallach. He actually wrote a book, which became the second bestseller. The first, of course, is the Bible. The second is called Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Because if a doctor is alive, he's lying to you. A doctor only went after going through all medical school.
That makes a lot of sense to me, though.
He only went.
I completely believe that.
They don't believe that the body can heal itself. Doctors go at least an hour or two before they graduate and they become doctors just to have nutrition classes. Course. That's it. Can you imagine?
Yeah. So they're even brainwashing these doctors to like think all this stuff too.
Yeah. Well, we need doctors. Of course, if I break a leg, I've had 4 C-sections, I need a doctor,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I don't put them down. But a lot of doctors are coming out of darkness and really speaking out how vaccines are really bad for your body and about nutrition. You know, there's people, of course, that they always quiet them. That's why we keep Dr. Wallach hidden.
Dana White talks about that a lot. You know who
Yeah.
Dana White is?
Yeah, of course.
So he talks about, he goes, if I have a broken leg, I'll go to the doctor. But for diet, for nutrition, I ain't ever going, the doctors don't know what they're talking about. They're there to make things worse almost.
Yeah, and the worst thing that we can actually put in our bodies is oils. I wanted to find out why my daughter got Hodgkin's lymphoma. They found 7 tumors when she was 17.
I've been hearing about these oils too, that when you put oils on your skin, right?
Yeah. Everything that touches your skin, Jacob, is absorbed into your bloodstream within 26 seconds.
Damn.
I've been talking for 11 years on radio, on Christian radio, because of
Really?
nutrition.
Are you a Christian?
I don't believe in organized religion.
What about, do you believe in Jesus then?
Of course, I
Okay.
believe in the Buddha too. They
Okay.
were human beings. They were men that walked the earth, and they try to be an example for us. But I don't believe in a flying God. I don't believe
Okay,
in
you
that.
don't believe in the flying God.
No, I don't believe in that. I believe we are all godlike people. We're gods and goddesses. And I believe in source. I believe in light. I guess because I'm able to talk to the dead, able to see the angels, because we all have an angel or two assigned to us when we come into this world.
So you believe in? I'm just jumping in,
Go
right?
ahead,
So
Jacob.
because we got
It's
gotta
your show,
talk.
baby. Dale.
So you say you believe in angels, but you don't believe in like a flying God.
I don't
So
believe
where
in
did the
God.
angels come from?
Angels come from the other side, from the energy fields.
But isn't God in charge of the angels?
No, you would think. All of us. Okay, the way I see it, the way I explain it to people is if you have this beautiful sculpture made of ice and you slam it to the ground, you slam it into the earth, and you have a little piece. You hold a little piece, I hold a little piece. That's why from 8 billion people in the world, not 2 of us have the same fingerprint,
Yeah, it's crazy, huh?
because we're all like God.
Like God.
Yes, part of God.
Okay.
So that's what we call ourselves, gods and goddesses.
So let's get back to talking to the dead. Is there any dead in here right now?
Ooh, yes.
Hey, that was perfect timing, bro. Shout out to JV Media over here. That was perfect timing. So tell me about this dead. What's going on right now?
Well, there's actually an old man around you.
An old man?
Yeah, an older man, an old gentleman.
Okay.
That is around you.
Is he like chilling?
Yeah, he's chilling. Yeah, he wants to talk, but not right now, not today. No, that's actually like an older soul, an older man around you.
And like he's just around me for right now in this room, or just he's following me?
No, where angels, spirits, even demonic spirits attach themselves to us.
So is he demonic or is he?
No, I don't
he's
fit
like
that
an
at all.
angel.
I wouldn't be here.
So what's this old man doing? Where's he at? Is he white? Is he Mexican? What is he?
I would have to bring the tarot cards and read them to you.
Okay.
To communicate
but
with
so you
him.
could just feel it or you can see it?
Yeah, and I will give you if you want, I'll give you a private reading.
Okay.
Yeah,
Private,
and I never charge. I always get blessed.
Okay.
So
tell me a little bit more. I need to hear it because we've never talked about this on the podcast, and this is going to be interesting for clips and all that.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, what he would want, the reason why you have spirits that attach themselves to you or to anyone.
I'm dope.
Is because they want, of course, you're a baby. Of course. I mean, it's a show, like, yay, chingon, baby. It's because they have a message, especially when we're going through a rough time. And if I had to guess without the tarot cards, I would have to guess that you're going through a rough time right now. The thing is that you have a lot, and I could just see it in your eyes. You have a lot going on in your life. And no, you'll say all of us are, but I'm not talking to everybody.
I was going to say that right now.
I'm talking to
I was going to say it. Don't everybody.
Not everyone. Not everyone. When you know how to conquer your demons, when you know, see everything, Jacob.
So what's my demons right now?
Yourself. You yourself.
And how and why do you say that?
Because you don't take a leap of faith in certain aspects of your life. You hold back. You think too much. Remember, everything exists only between our ears. So it's your thoughts. We have over 65,000 thoughts, and I can tell that you have a lot going on, going on in your life. So of course you'll have this spirit. It could be a grandpa, a great grandpa that wants to be around you, that's trying to comfort you and be there for you. The only way they get involved, the only way an angel, an archangel, a past loved one gets involved in your life is when you are open and receptive and not scared to receive the message from the other side.
All my grandpas, I don't know, they all died before I was born.
Yeah.
So I don't know any of them anyways.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures and stuff, but we got to keep going into this. This is wild. Is this something you're cool with talking about?
This is what I do.
Okay, because we've never talked about this on the show, and this is going to be different.
Yeah. The reason, I don't know if you've seen, we go through a couple of my Instagrams or Facebooks. I know celebrities. It's not because I just hang out with them. It's because I do readings for a lot of them. That's why I'm in that circle.
Oh, okay.
Because my son is going to be, I don't say dead because we don't die. Me, I multiply.
I was about to say that.
I don't say we multiply. It's like I'm reading your mind. Just kidding.
Are you reading my mind? Because my mind's pretty crazy.
Yeah. What's your sign?
I'm a Taurus.
I'm a Gemini.
Oh my God! I was married to a Gemini.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Like Geminis are like so great on one aspect, and they're crazy as hell on the other aspect.
That's why our sign, our logo will be two faces. It's because we're never in between. We're either white or we're black.
Yes.
That means we're sweet. We have a really good heart. But once you mess with us, run.
Yeah.
Run for the hills.
I believe that. I don't believe in all the sign things. That's not my thing. I'll play along with this though because I want to. I like playing along.
Yeah.
But like my thing is I don't. That's exactly how my ex was.
Was she born in May or June?
June.
Woohoo! June what?
20th. She's probably watching right now.
I'm June 17.
Oh, you are?
Hi, twin. Hi,
oh,
Mija.
So you're like perfect on the.
Uh-huh.
She's my
June
ex.
17.
It's been like 5 years since we've been divorced.
5 years?
I'm not supposed to know she's watching, but I bet you she is.
Yeah. Wishful thinking,
Low
Jacob.
key. No, it's really not. It's really not. I'm hoping she would turn it off.
Ouch.
Turn it off.
Oh.
So tell me more about this dead stuff because I've never had conversations about this.
Yeah.
So like, there's an old man. What else?
Okay.
Is there anything?
And you know what, Jacob? What's surprising? Let me go back to this.
Okay.
I'll go to that right now. What's surprising to me is that people are like stunned or they close themselves off to this What do you think happens, Jacob, when you go to sleep?
When you go to sleep,
What thing happens?
I always just thought you were sleeping. I mean,
Okay.
I believe in like dreams though. Like
Okay.
when you dream,
Mhm.
I think so I believe in Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior and all
Yeah.
that. But like so when I sleep, I used to like read a lot, back in the day.
Yeah.
But I know that you get told a lot from your dreams. But I don't know anything else beyond that,
Okay,
Like,
so what
what do you
happens?
got?
So it's good because you have your spirit guide. So that's why it's really good to get yourself a journal, a dream journal. And when you wake up in the morning, before you go run to the bathroom, before you reach
I
your phone,
do this.
what you do is you open your eyes, close your eyes, but now go back to sleep and recall your dream and right away start writing it down. And then you'll start learning and you'll start connecting the dots. It could be a week, 2 weeks. You'll see that you were maybe, let's say not, but you were in a car accident. And 2 weeks ago, you go back to your journal and you're saying that it was showing you not to go on the freeway to this party, but to go on the street to the store. And you'll start connecting the dots in time. But what happens when you go to sleep, when you're sleeping, it's the closest time you are to death.
Mm.
So the sun never goes out, it rotates the earth, right? And so what happens with your soul, it never sleeps. So when you lay down, all the energy, which is your soul, does not need to be in your body. So through your umbilical cord, there's a golden cord that's attached to your soul. When you die, it disconnects, and that's where your body just goes back to dirt. And so your soul is able, when you learn how to astral travel, you're able to go to other dimensions. You could go higher dimensions or lower dimensions, depending on you. You can reach the higher dimensions if you're a bad person, you're doing bad things, you're drinking, you're doing drugs, because it keeps you like in shackles. It keeps you down
Yeah.
on earth, grounded.
I solve a lot of problems in my dreams.
Yes.
I wake up and I have an issue with my business because this is my business.
Yeah.
I have an issue with it, and then it's like boom, I wake up and I almost wake up in a panic because I have the problem solved, and then I write it down on my notes, and then I come to work and I'm like, hey, this is what we need to do, and boom, and I knock it out. That's been like a thing for like 10 years that I've been doing.
That is awesome. That's because, or you're not thinking with your brain. You're not thinking with the human side of you. You're not living in fear. When you're out of your body, you're having an out-of-body experience, and you're able to actually communicate to other energy fields, to your spirit guide, to your loved ones, to the one assigned to you, the archangel taking care of you. So it comes to you. Because remember, you're never alone. We're never, ever alone. That's the beauty of the world. And that's why with everyone, like we said earlier, everyone's going through something. If you're actually, we all have angels. All of us have angels attached to us. The only way they can intervene and they could go and help you in your life is you have to ask your angels to help you.
Okay, and so do you have do you know if you have angels around you?
Oh yeah.
Do you know how many you have?
It depends on whatever the stages that you're going through. There'll be different angels that are assigned to you. They'll come in and out of your life, just like people come in and out of your life to help you. Different counselors, different teachers to help you grow. When I buried my son 7 years ago this month, I know I needed a lot of angels to get me out of the gutter the first few months. And I was able to even talk to more spirits because I had the energy of all of these angels to help me. About 10 months ago, I lost the vision of my left eye. That's why you see it's red. I had to have 2 surgeries. That's why I had to cancel the last time on here. And I had to have other angels to help with my physical body for me to heal. Going through 2 very crazy surgeries while you're awake.
Dang, I'm sorry to hear that.
It was crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm here.
Thank you for coming. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, are you married? Are you married? You have.
I am divorced.
Okay.
I am with someone in the industry. I won't say his name. Hi, babe. In the industry, he lives out of California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you: is the jewelry part of your thing? Like.
Well, this is. What is it?
I don't know.
The Aztec calendar, Mexicana.
I know,
Yeah.
okay.
Scorpion. And of course, my Halloween earrings. That's the 5, the sun of pentagram. It's the 5 elements, which is of sun, the moon, the water, the air. That's what it is.
Yeah. See, I don't know about this stuff a lot, so I'm asking a lot of questions. This is all new to me, and we've never had anybody like this on the podcast to like talk about this. So that's why I'm asking. You know?
I love it. Ask away.
So what else can you tell me about the dead?
What else? The dead. The only way I know, I have a few friends And I only talk about Jacob what I know, what I've experienced.
Okay.
Okay. So I know it's really hard because it's unnatural, we say, when a son or a child dies before us.
Mhm.
But I really believe, Jacob, being that I work with so many spirits and so many angels throughout my lifetime, that we sat down before we reincarnated into this lifetime and rewrote down everything we wanted to go through and learn in this life. Me, I asked for a lot. I wanted to be a daughter of two famous people. I wanted to be poor. I wanted to become rich. I wanted to become famous. I wanted to become a mother, a grandmother. I wanted it all. So I know that once you understand that, you're not going to try to commit suicide or go crazy when you bury a child. He was here. He chose to die in Japan. They found him, he drowned in Japan. And I had to learn talking to him. I spoke to him the way I'm talking to you right now, Jacob, 2 weeks after he was gone. And that really helped me. Yeah. And anytime I want him, I call him up and he's here. It's amazing. And we could all do that though, not just me. We could all do that.
So you're at peace.
I'm at peace. Yes.
And at the beginning, how hard was that though?
It was a shocker. I mean, of course, I know when you guys
How old was he?
He was 26.
Okay.
Yeah, I know like you guys see someone is burying their kids, you change it right away, or you TikTok or Facebook or on TV. Of course, I was the same way. If I don't think about it, it's not going to happen. But it happens. It happens to a lot of us. I have a lot of friends that buried their kids. And it's something unnatural, but it's something that they chose. And instead of having a breakdown, you have to learn how to have a breakthrough, because I still have other kids. And I had to teach them how to grieve and how to get up in the morning and move on, because what do I want when I die from the rest of my kids and grandkids? For them to move on and be happy. With life comes death, and it's something that is a natural thing. Okay. So that's what I learned from that.
Yeah. I've been fortunate not to have people die in my life. I had my great-grandma pass, and that was it. So I've been fortunate, but no, people in my family have not passed. Yeah. And we talk about that a lot in our family, because we know like people are getting older and it's getting, you know what I mean? We've never dealt with that. So I'm not, I'll be honest, I don't want to deal with that, you know, but yeah.
Yeah. That's a common thing to fear it. We fear what we don't know. We fear the unknown. Me being that I have a real big mouth and I have a really big platform, it's going to get bigger after I'm cured from this, from the eye. It's my responsibility to share what I have learned. I have to share the process of grieving, because I know a lot of people who have committed suicide after they lost a child or a loved one, which is something really sad, because I always tell the person, put yourself in their shoes. If I would have died before my son died, what would I want him to have? A breakdown and give up on life? Go on, son, have a great life. I lived my life, whether I was 20, 30, or 56, proud of it, to go on and live your life. And that's one thing that when you have a son that you keep seeing, or a daughter, or you have darkness coming into you, it's because you're holding on to their soul. Let them rest in peace. Let them go. Watch Frozen 1,000 times and learn how to let it go.
So what's one of the craziest things you've heard from the dead? Like something like, what is one of the crazy experience that you've had from that?
Well, you know what's crazy is the reason they call wine and liquor spirits is because the only way an alcoholic that has passed over, the only way they get to taste what they love, their drug, their smoking, their drinking, is when you're drinking. Damn. So when you drink, you're actually allowing them to come into your body. That's why. Wait, Jacob, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is why you'll say the next day, say, "Dang, Jacob, well, you were like a different person," right? When people have drinking,
yeah,
they're like, "What happened to that person? That's crazy."
Yeah,
it's because they weren't themselves. Because it's like you're like a Ouija board when you're drinking, and you open yourself and you allow demonic and crazy spirits to come into you, and they take over.
We're talking about the dead right now. She can speak. She can speak to the dead. So she says she sees an older. I want to know.
Older gentleman.
But you don't know if he's lighter skinned or darker skinned.
He's a paternal, so it comes from your father's side.
My father's side. Damn.
What did I walk into?
Yeah, we're talking about dead right now. Yeah. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
So he's an old man from my dad's side.
Yes.
So so what do you feel about this? Anything? Anything like what do you see about this? Or
Well,
feel
what
about it?
I feel, Jacob, what I'm feeling is that he's here to comfort you. And you said you never really met your great grandma, grandpa.
I met him a few times, like 2 or 3
A
times.
few times.
3 times maybe.
Yeah. You know what they're
He was a
closer-
major alcoholic.
Do you drink?
Nah, yeah, I do. Yeah.
There's a connection, Jacob. There's a connection right there.
all my grandpas. So he died. Most of my grandpas died from alcoholism. Most of them. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not trying to follow in their footsteps. You know what I'm saying?
Toast to the right.
Bumbo God.
I'll just play it.
That's
a joke, guys.
Well,
It's
let
a
me
joke.
drink some water on that one. Oh, okay.
He's oh shit. So hold on. Do you see anything around Marquis?
I just met him.
I know.
want to scare you
I know.
guys.
He just walked in.
Scared. I'm not scared of nothing but God.
Yeah. So like yeah. So give me some more info because I'm just interested to hear.
I have to give you a reading. I'm going to give you a one-on-one.
Can you do a palm thing?
Yeah, I'll
You
do it
can?
one-on-one. I do it.
No, we can do it on air.
See, that
I'm
type of
down.
stuff-
I'm down. If you're down.
That type of stuff kind of scares me a little bit because the transferring of energies and the different things. I mean, not all of our energy is worth transferring sometimes, and I mean that goes with the sexual aspect and everything else.
That's the
Yeah.
only time, sweetie, that you actually transfer your energy.
What,
It's
the sex?
sexual. It's sexual.
Damn.
Sex exchange, SEX. So you got to be very
about to
careful.
do
That's
that.
why I don't get it. Little girls, or guys, just for a meal or just because they're horny. They just go and sleep with anyone. You know, if you sleep with dogs, you're gonna get fleas, man. You gotta
Damn.
I mean, somebody better wear a collar.
we got flea repellent.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's the only time that you actually transfer and exchange the energy. And of course, you have to walk out. You say with God, when you walk out your house, you have to protect yourself. Pretend you have a bubble of energy of light.
But why do we
God's
gotta
protecting
pretend?
you. Protect yourself because we're not. When Satan was cast out of heaven,
Mhm.
he didn't go to Saturn. He didn't go to Jupiter. He's here on Earth.
Mhm.
So you have to protect yourself because we're walking in hell.
We have somebody in the chat right now. What's his name? Eric. What? Can you read his name off real quick for me?
Eric Burnt?
So shout out to Eric
It is?
Burnt. It says, "What's your process to talk to the dead?"
Well, if you're a beginner, it's good to learn how to crisscross applesauce and learn how to meditate. Learn how to control your thoughts. It's good. You could go on YouTube after you watch our show. Then what you do is you can actually be guided into meditation to talk and to connect to source, to light, to God. God-like, which is source. That's what we call God, source. And you have to just go within you. Just like Jesus went to the desert, I'm thinking Victorville, where I live at, or Sudatra, the Buddha, had to go into the desert because they had to lose all distractions. Nowadays, it would be TV, radio, phone,
Social media.
people, social media, and you have to go within because everything that we need is within us.
I have a question. I'm hearing you talk right now, and I've heard you mention a few times about God and spiritual realm. What exactly is your title of what you do? Before I ask my question, I just want to know that first.
I wear, like I said earlier in the show, I wear many hats.
Mhm.
First and foremost, I'm blessed to have 8 children, 3 grandkids. I've been doing radio for 11 years. I've learned everything about nutrition and how to have your body cure itself from any disease, from mental retardation, from Hodgkin's lymphoma, from autism. That was just under my roof in my house. And I was going to explode. My gallbladder was ready to explode a few years ago. And doing a detox with minerals saved my gallbladder. This is why I don't never leave my home without my minerals. You know, the human body, and the way it was made, it actually has the capacity to heal itself. But you
agree.
need the proper ingredients. And I learned from Dr. Joe Wallach after he did like 40-something years of doing autopsies and being a doctor and a veterinarian. He's learned, and it's the same thing. Animals, we breathe the same air. We eat the same plants. We're here on Earth. So whatever affects an animal affects us. And he actually found like diabetes in a crocodile, cystic fibrosis in a monkey. And he's like, and how did they get it? It's all through nutrition, through our plants. And so he found out that opening up different bodies, a 3-month-old, a 5-month-old, an 80-year-old, he found out why baby got cancer, why you got diabetes, why you got cystic fibrosis, because the body, for it to live and to thrive, it needs 90 essential nutrients. That's 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, and omega-3, 6, and 9. And once I learned that, because when my daughter was 17, she had a tumor coming out of her neck. And I'm like, what is that? 4 days later, at Loma Linda, they told me she had stage 3 Hodgkin's lymphoma. And I was like, what? How did this happen? And I went through medical doctors, and they just wanted to give her chemo. And I tried to stop it, but she was under 18, and I was threatened they were going to take my other kids away if I didn't allow the medical system to give her chemo at 17. When she got chemo, within a month, she lost about 40 pounds. She almost died. Within 3 days, she lost her hair, eyelashes, and eyebrows. And I said, there's got to be something better. Luckily, her PICC line, which is her IV that goes from her arm straight into her heart, that's the way they would administer the chemo. It got clogged. So they had to remove it, and they had to ask me for permission. It was a few days away from her being 18. I said, okay, I'll allow her to get it again. Let me take her home because her siblings weren't allowed to go because they were little. Let me take her home, and I'll bring her back. Well, they're still waiting because now she's 27, and she's cancer-free. And I was able to give her exactly what the body needs for it to heal itself.
Do you think you have a gift from God from that?
No. I think I have a gift of having the friendship of knowing Dr. Joel Wallach. And I went to this company of longevity.
But there's a lot of people that study things and don't follow through with them or make things happen. Like you actually helped cure your daughter, right?
I helped her. I fed her what her body needed. And, I did it out of necessity. I didn't want, if I didn't do that, I would have 2 dead kids right now instead of 1. So wouldn't you do anything for your child?
Yeah, but like let's just say with this, the regular world doesn't really work like that though. They'll just keep taking them to a doctor, and a lot of times they're not going to do what you did. So it's almost like you're guided to that to figure it out.
Well, the thing is that I was just tired of being tired. Since I was a little girl, I would have spirits roam around my crib. I would have everything I would think about will come true. I would think about winning the lottery. Boom, Christmas Day.
She's
I was
won the
blessed.
lottery.
The lottery.
How many times you said?
Twice.
She's won the lottery.
Yeah. I was able to just to think about it. I'm thinking, wow, where's that power come from?
And you say you do readings for celebrities, huh?
Yes. Yeah.
That was where I was going to when I asked what was your title as far as
I'm a medium trying to get into a small. Mm-hmm. Medium means that I'm able to communicate convey a message from a loved one that's passed over to you. So they use me to give you the message. Entrepreneur.
Have you ever read the Bible though?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you. So
to know darkness, you have to know light.
So biblically, right? It says, I've actually grown up seeing demons. I lived in meth houses and all this stuff growing up. But see, biblically, it talks about there is no people on earth after they die. It's only angels and demons. And what happens is they'll portray themselves as a person that you might have loved before, so that they can continue to be in your life, that you accept them. What do you think about that?
If you have a child, it'll be easy to control, right? For you, one child. If you have a child, Jacob, it'll be easy. If you have 10 children, kind of harder to control. If you have 1 million, 8 billion, how will we keep them in line? What we do is we put fear. I believe that through the Bible, through stories, we are fed a lot of lies. This is why I do not believe in organized religion. I don't talk about it a lot because people that are not awake and don't get it.
Well, people get mad, but we don't do that. Yeah,
and that's fine.
But we're not like that on here. We just talk.
I think there's a difference between religion and actually believing in God.
Yeah, there's two.
I believe it's 2 different things for sure. That's just my personal opinion on that.
Well, biblically, I like this when people say this a lot. Religion separates man from God. Yeah. So I really believe that if you're being religious, look at the Pharisees. In the Bible, they crucified Jesus and they believed in God, like they did all the traditions. So religion does separate man from God. So I believe that. But yeah, let's continue on that.
Yeah, to me, it's like I started asking, and to each we have to ask, to each their own, right? We all have this walk in life that we have to walk it really, really alone. And to me, it's like I had questions like, how can I was always scared, like, oh my God, if I have a thought of this guy or this sin, I'm gonna go burn in hell when I die. And then I started thinking when I got older, my soul is not flesh. How in the world are they gonna burn forever? Like, really? He's an all-loving God, but yet I'm gonna be condemned if I think about sex when I'm 12, 13 years. It's like crazy to me
Yeah.
personally.
Well, regardless, if we disagree on that, what my thing is, you have a gift regardless. You have a gift. And my personal belief would be like you have a gift from God because you can see things that people can't see. You are healing people that other people cannot heal. So regardless, and like in my personal belief, I believe regardless, you have a gift.
Thank you. I had my ex-husband would tell me, you got to stop reading people and trying to help them. You can't save the world. And then he goes, you think you're a bruja. You're a bruja. And I said, wow, God, a bruja? When I have like this big heart and I just love people. I mean, I actually got recognized by the president. I have a gold medal from my president.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. I want to hear about this.
I have one. 2020, I got it from the White House for all of the community services that I do and everything that I give back, expecting nothing. I got one from also Joe Biden, and that's for 65,000 hours. It's a Lifetime Achievement Award that I got from the White House because I've always been involved, and I don't parade it. I bought wells around the world. I work with TBN. I just help human beings, no matter if you come from anywhere. I don't care.
Yeah.
You're a human being, and I love you because hurting a person is hurting myself. Because as a collective, we all of us make one, and loving you was loving me, and vice versa. So I have no hate.
I don't see hate in you at all.
I have no hate in my body, and I would tell God, and I would ask the universe and the angels, and I didn't know what to ask, and back then, and I said, wow, how can I be a bruja? Can I get a sign? And I was pregnant with my 8th child, my little princess Mia, and I had a voice tell me, buy a quick pick. I'm thinking, what, a quick pick? I'm going to gamble? And I said, okay. I said, okay, if you're going to give me a lot, universe, I don't want a lot. I don't want my kids kidnapped, or they're going to find out who my parents are, and people are going to know that I have money and everything. And so I bought a $1 quick pick, and December 25th, 2009, I won $500,000 the first time. And I say, no soy bruja. I'm not a bruja.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah. We got to keep you around. Like, you just give me good luck over here.
So with what you do with the palm readings and reading people, because you said palm readings, correct?
Yeah.
A lot of us are taught that a lot of that stuff is demonic.
Yeah.
And like I said, it sounds like you believe in God. Not the religion aspect, but you believe in God.
I believe,
how does that correlate?
I believe in source. I don't believe the rules of the Bible were made and come from God. I don't believe that. I don't believe there's a God like Yahweh or Jehovah. I believe Jesus is a person like you and I that walked the earth here. And he was an example, just like Mother Teresa, Sudatra, the Buddha, to show how to just be a good person and just walk with love. Because at the end of the day, isn't it all about just forgiving and loving? Without putting religion in the equation on the table, it's just about loving each other. If we could just love each other and not be judging and calling people these names and clapping when people are getting deported, or it's just so sad. It's just so crazy.
It is wild.
It divides us. A lot of religion divides us.
It is. Religion does divide us. That's been like throughout time, but it is wild though, because a lot of people don't think. Okay, I'm just being on my side, right? So like I said, I believe in Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, right? So I look into that as a lot of people that I feel like believe in Him. They see love differently because you can even love your enemies, love people you don't like, and that was hard for me as a person. Like I don't want to love people I don't like. I had to read and practice that. But like you're doing that with like just being who you are. How are you able to do that?
I just have love in my heart. It's really sad too that a lot of religions, it's all about love. They preach to you. I'm talking because of my experience. I was born a Catholic. I was put into being a Catholic, going to catechism during my first communion, being baptized. I went to a Kingdom Hall. I used to go with the Jacksons at the Dodger Stadium for
What
the
the heck?
assemblies.
Hold on, wait a minute. Rewind. You just.
I used to be a Jehovah's Witness. I used to be a Jehovah's
the
Witness.
Jacksons, I thought you
Yes,
said.
yeah, the Jacksons. The Jacksons, where they used to go to Dodger Stadium for assemblies once a year, and I was right there with them.
Dang.
Yeah, You Can Live Forever. That was the book that I was studying with them as a Jehovah's Witness with the elders. I was going to Seventh-day Adventist. I was a Pathfinder. It's like a Girl Scout for that religion, when I was in high school. And then I studied even what Tina Turner studied of the Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, the chanting and the Buddhism, because I try to find where I could fit in.
So when did you turn to what you're doing now?
I just said to myself, why do I need to call an operator, any kind of religion or any kind of kingdom hall or church or synagogue? Why can't I just directly talk to where I came from, which is creation, which is light?
So what is the light though? Like say to me.
What I just said is just light.
Okay, so that's literally what it is.
It's light. It's a light. It's an energy field. There's nothing in the world. There's only energy and vibration. Everything you want to tune into, say Y102 or Kiss FM, you have to dial in. You got to tune into frequency and energy. That's all there is.
Well, I completely agree. And you want to can read the chat real quick?
Eric again. Let's see. He says, I guess to the question earlier, he's asking, how about not a beginner, someone like you?
And then what's the next one though?
And then after that, he said, do you
it's
make?
him again?
Yeah, it's him again.
Do I what?
Do you make? Is that sigils?
I
What's
don't
that?
understand
Signals?
No, it's not signals. It's literally like I said, sigils.
Maybe they meant signals.
Do you make signals?
Signals? Do you know what that is?
No.
SIG right here.
No, I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Yeah, we're not. I don't think any of us are familiar with what that is.
Yeah,
exactly.
you're probably gonna have to.
You're more advanced than we are.
Yeah, maybe rewrite that because I don't know what you mean by that either.
He actually might be right. We just
I've
don't
never
know.
seen Eric. I've never seen Eric on our chat, so I appreciate you for watching.
And Eric, if you're trying to talk about signs, like numbers 1111, 444, 333, yeah, those are angel numbers.
Oh, maybe that's
when you see that. When you see that, that means someone's trying to wake you up from the other side, okay? And because not everyone's going to be ready. A lot of people are still going to be. I have my kids that were born awakened. They're awakened.
What does that mean?
Awakened means like they're not going to fall for. I could talk clearly, right?
This is always an open room. Yeah.
They're not going to fall for bullshit.
Okay.
People bullshitting them, not through our school system, not through big pharma, not through churches.
Mhm.
That they're going to be. They're awakened, and I don't know if you've seen. You can go on TikTok. There's children that are 4 or 5 years old that remember that when they fell off, the Twin Towers when they were in World War II. And they that's reincarnation.
Yeah. I don't believe in that, but yeah, that's crazy. That's still crazy to even hear. So what are they saying? Can you tell me?
Well, yeah. I mean, they're recalling, and it's just confirmation that they're recalling that they've been here many times because a lot of religions teach us, like a Jehovah's Witness. When I was a Jehovah's Witness, they taught me.
They try to brainwash you, Jehovah's Witnesses. That's like a whole different.
I couldn't even say bless you. I would say bless you when you would sneeze. They're like, you're not God. I'm like,
I'm not trying to talk mess or anything, but like
me either.
Yeah,
It
no,
was my
no
experience.
disrespect, but like I hear Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormons really try to brainwash your mind to a different level, and nobody's ever tried to brainwash me, but I've had somebody that used to work for me, and she was like being brainwashed. She said bad by Jehovah's Witnesses.
You gotta watch George Carlin. He nailed it. Watch his comedy. He actually makes you think. And that's good. That's a great thing to make you think. Yeah. Just don't go along with what grandma and grandpa say.
Yeah,
and just, you know what I'm saying?
You should never do that.
Go within yourself. Ask yourself. Learn how to meditate. Go within yourself and ask your spirit guide. Ask your angel. Ask even if your mom passed away or your dad and ask them for guidance.
How do you meditate?
You meditate is you have to. What I do, I could put a candle. It's one of the elements. Candle. I could just sit on the floor on a pillow, crisscross, and I do it with everything off. I could probably put a candle on of essence. I could put. I could carry whatever I want to carry. If you want your book, or if you want to do the Bible or beads or whatever, and it's just to concentrate on that moment when you live in the now. The power. It's a book called The Power of Now. When you stop thinking about yesterday, you get sad. Because when you do that, when you start thinking about it, when you think about tomorrow, you start stressing out. When you just think about right now and you just start trying to get all of your 65,000 thoughts that you have every single day. Some of us, like me, have more. That's why I suffer from insomnia, because I'm constantly thinking.
You know it's funny is a lot of stuff you say is biblical. Like it's kind of crazy to me. Some of the stuff you say is biblical. And I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
So being Jehovah's Witness, do you think that turned you off from God and that whole situation?
No, not at all. I mean, it made me want to look for more. I mean, that was back when I was in my teens, and then I went to Latter-day Saints.
Oh, so you were a Mormon after?
I was, yeah.
Dude,
Well,
both of them
it's
are
crazy.
like hardcore
Yeah.
brainwashing.
Well, yeah.
So
Then I became a Christian.
Okay.
I was
And
going
do you
to
feel like you're
Christian
being
school.
brainwashed in Christians, being a Christian though?
I didn't feel like that with any religion.
You didn't feel like that?
No. I myself, me, Mirna Velasco, I didn't feel like I could learn anything from them. I didn't want to bite my tongue and just conform and just listen and follow like an ant and march like them, because I knew that life was more. I just felt that. I still feel, and I believe it from the bottom of my heart, I believe that if you take this from you, I take this from you, or whatever, if I make a sin, I'm not going to burn in hell. What's going to burn in hell? I don't believe that. If that's a loving God, then I don't want nothing to do with that God that's going to send you to hell.
I'm a firm believer. So I grew up in a family in the church,
Yes.
not denomination, long line of pastors, uncles, my dad, everybody's pastors. Growing up in that, I how do I say this without offending everybody? But it don't matter.
We're
Yeah.
grown ups here.
We're-
We can all
we're-
take
yeah,
it.
we're
on our
part.
I'm a big girl.
We're on the Howls over
So-
Baaz. We
He's a
say what
big
we want on
boy.
it.
So more so it is the way that I start looking at things as I got older. I feel like biblically, a lot of us are spoon fed what we're supposed to understand from their perspective.
Boom. I like
People don't teach.
From our families, right?
Yes,
From
pastors. It's
generations, yeah.
Even
we're spoon
pastors,
fed what
yeah.
they say we're supposed to believe. Because if you read the scripture and you read the Bible, a lot of pastors, not all, but a lot of pastors who were speaking and preaching to the congregation, they're speaking from their personal experience and their interpretation of that particular scripture. And it's kind of unfair because it's like, I'm going to tell you what I think the scripture says, and this is what you have to believe. You got to believe what I say this is interpreted as. Your perception is different than what the scripture is actually saying. Because when the Bible says, come as you are, yeah, he's talking about spiritually, he's talking about mentally, come as you are in certain aspects, but it's twisted in so many ways in so many scriptures. So you got to believe what that man or woman is saying up there. And we're just we became robots in the spiritual realm when it comes to the churches. And I'm like, it's disturbing to a certain degree.
And that's why you have to learn how to come out with your own conclusions. I tell people when you meditate, even just sit down before you go to sleep, or when you wake up early in the morning, before you do anything, reach for the phone, go to the restroom, you just ask. You just ask yourself.
Do you pray to God or do you pray in general?
I don't pray, I manifest. Praying is believing it's not there. Everything, we have access to everything in the world.
But you said,
I'm just thankful
Mhm.
for everything I have. I'm thankful for the millions of dollars, for the great life, and I manifest it.
But you said
It's not
praying is
here.
kind of
Praying
Asking
is
for something
saying,
that's not there?
please, can you please help me? Can you please? Who are you asking, please?
I
As a spiritual being, I don't do that.
So with that, I something that we were talking about not too long ago, and it's like you have hope. You believe something, like you said, is not there. But when you go to work, anybody who works a 9 to 5, that check ain't there for 2 weeks, but you believe it's going to be there. So would that be kind of the same notion?
I don't believe in the 9 to 5. I don't believe in a job. Job is just over broke. J-O-B. I don't
She's
believe
right on
that.
that,
That's
too.
how when you go to school, this is
Mhm.
why I homeschool my children. When you go to school, they just teach you. I mean, if you ever compare a school bus to a county bus,
Prison.
how about you have to raise your hand? How it is to even go to the bathroom? Even how does it come when it's
We're all
child time in
designed set up the
jail?
same.
Thank you. Well, you're set up to fail. So I don't believe in that system. And I believe
Restrictions.
all of that, all of those rules and regulations are just meant to put fear into you. And if you don't behave and follow my rules, you're going to be punished. I don't believe that's the way life was meant for us to live.
I don't believe that
personally-
either. And like, I think you're very intelligent. When you the way she speaks, the way you're saying is actually very real. My thing is though, like, that's why I like having a conversation with you, because this is like something I could really like relate with. My thing
Thank
is
you.
though, like no, it's really dope. I like this a lot. My thing is though, I don't pray to like Jesus anymore. Like, please help me. I thank him for things that he's giving me now.
Exactly.
And when I pray, I see things. I feel like these last few months I've been seeing things a lot differently. I'm still like do the dumb. We all do dumb.
mess.
Well, me, I'm a mess for sure, 100%. I'm a big mess, right? I'm gonna always say that. But my thing is though, I feel like eyelids are being open in a different way. And when I look, I don't look at Jesus to like please save me. I'm like, I have conversations, I talk, and I feel like I'm understanding things more. But the way you speak is how I think. That's what's kind of funny to me. Like exactly what you say is I say that kind of stuff all the time.
She speaks with intelligence. I don't know if you think.
Well, no. Okay, the way you speak, I think the way you think.
That
I don't
went over your
speak
head.
that way. How about that? So I don't speak with intelligence.
Thank
I
you,
think
Jacob.
with
Yeah.
intelligence.
and through what you believe in, what you believe in, and I respect it because we're all adults
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
table. I would love for you to stop because you believe in the Bible, of course, and it says that the power of tongue, right? We're made in His image. You believe that you're made in His image,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
And so you got to be careful with your sword, with your tongue.
I know.
You
I'm
keep
very
saying
bad with that.
you're a mess. You're a mess. You're like the genie. Boom, boom, boom. Making yourself a mess.
And that's even biblical too. what
I
she's saying.
tell myself I'm blessed and highly favored. People love me everywhere I go. I have favor because I'm one badass goddess. And there's going to be parking. Boom, parking in the front. Boom, I get this. I get that. Anything I think about.
Can you speak real fast that I'm gonna hit the lottery tomorrow? Just say that out loud.
Say that to me too.
Baby, we're going to play.
just say that so we can manifest that together real
well, the
fast.
second time I won a little bit more.
Really?
$20 million.
Damn, let's just get married
Really?
right now.
What?
If
Did you see my car out there, right?
saying.
Did you see my little red
No,
car?
I didn't even see
I
it.
seen it.
Yeah.
I
Oh
seen
yeah,
it.
you drove up.
I sat on and took a picture.
You did?
I'm just playing. Nah.
Man, if that dude don't marry you, like we can talk after.
So you won
Yeah.
more the second time.
I won more, yeah.
Did you play? Was it a scratcher? Was it
It's a quick picks.
quick picks?
Quick picks. What I believe too in vision
Oh, quick
boards.
picks.
You
Hey.
call it. You call in the universe. See, your subconscious mind and your mind do not know that they're different. So if you believe it, say, man, I'm dumb. Oh my God, I'm always late. Oh my God, I always attract cops. You're always getting pulled over. Always, you do that. But if you said, wow, I am protected, I am loved, I am so badass, I'm never late, I'm so smart, I'm never a mess, Jacob. I'm never a mess. I'm amazing. I'm blessed, highly favored by the universe and the gods and whatever you want to say. And it'll happen for you. And people start calling you a brujo. Brujo Jacob.
She just said clean your shit up, sir. In layman's terms, clean it up.
It's like a spell. That's why words are called, when you put letters together, you're spelling.
Our words are powerful.
You're
They really are.
spelling. You're
No, they are.
spelling. Those are spells. So if you say you're blessed, you're amazing, everywhere you go, people love you. Whether you live in your own reality or not, you're attracting that. Whatever you think about will come to pass. As a man thinketh. So you got to be that's why you got to learn how to control. This is the best way. And it's not easy, but it's doable. If a mother, crazy Mexicana like me, can control her thoughts, and I'm all over the place, you can do it too.
Jacob likes thoughts.
I like thoughts.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What do you mean by that? I don't get it yet.
You will.
Any more questions? Do you have any more?
Yeah, we got more.
Said those are like signs. Go reach spirits.
How to reach spirits?
He says go reach spirits. So I don't know if he's saying can you reach spirits or there's signs to go reach spirits.
I think he's a little illiterate.
No, I wouldn't go
No,
that far.
he's just playing. No.
I wouldn't go that far.
I'm joking, man. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.
It's kind of like he's saying that those are signs to go reach the spirits. It's kind of what it looks like it says.
Yeah.
He might just left out a word. That's all.
And if you have any doubts, you guys, what you need to do is just ask your guardian angel, ask the loved one right before you go to sleep, because that's the closest time you are to death, like I said earlier, and ask for guidance, and they will come through a dream and visit you and guide you and help you.
So he just said what I was saying, right? He put two signs to go reach spirits. Okay,
Yeah.
Jacob.
Yeah. I still don't understand. Maybe it's me that's
No, he said
I'm just joking.
it's you. He said it's you.
That's wild. Yeah, this is a very interesting like topic and conversation. I actually like having these conversations.
Me too.
Because they're so different, you know. And what I like, the thing is, I think that's different too. Is a lot of people can't have them when they have different like ideas and thought processes. And I feel like the younger people can't handle this kind of stuff. They get in arguments
because they think they know it all. And that's when
yes, they do.
When you close yourself. Yeah, I believe I'm very smart, but what I could actually admit right now is that the more I learn, the more I realize how dumb I am. Because I will never know everything, and I will never want to know everything. But I want to empower myself. Instead of wishing gas was cheaper, prices were better, inflation was lower, I just make myself better.
Yeah.
I empower myself, and one of the best ways is reading. Reading, put your phone down, exercise your brain. I mean, look, I'm 56, and I keep myself young by reading.
I don't think
empower yourself.
I don't think the society really understands that it's okay to have a difference of opinions. It's okay to think outside the box.
They get hurt so easily.
Well, you should be able to talk about it too. And the thing is, when you're able to talk about it, it expands your mind, your intelligence, it expands everything.
It's healthy conversations. You should be able to talk to somebody who's intelligent and learn from them, and vice versa.
So I want to ask you, are you able to read people very well then?
Oh.
Okay, I want you to read it.
Dime a dozen, baby.
I want
they get offended, so I keep it to myself.
That's
why when I said
that's
both of us.
Actually, when I well, he's very reserved.
Okay.
He's very reserved, and he gets annoyed really quick, but he's so nonchalant about it. Am I right or am I right?
He is. How do you know that part? He didn't even get irritated once today. How do you know that, though? Like, that's literally who he is. You can see it in his face, low key, but he keeps it so calm. And then he goes, then he's like, yeah, so I want to ask you that. Oh, this deep voice.
It's because you're very sensitive. That means because you have a good heart. And you must have been really close to either your grandma, your mom, or your sister. You had a maternal love in your life that made you, that would caress you and love you, and you were their baby.
Growing up, it was just my mother and my grandmother and my sister. I didn't have a father in my life growing up.
Did I get that right, or did I get that right?
That's crazy.
All maternal.
Some people can read people so well, it's crazy. I want to hear about mine now.
Yeah, well, you're chingon. Chingon, you just don't give a shit. you just don't give a shit. Te vale madre.
How do you know that though? About just
it's just your energy. It's just the way you come off.
She's reading
all
the room.
of us. Yeah.
And what else?
Yeah. You have a lot going on, but your goals are so big. But you said it, and you keep cursing yourself by saying you're a mess. So if you're a mess, how can you have more and conquer more in the world when you haven't cleaned up your mess?
Well, I just conquer with the mess.
Oh, it doesn't work like that. Then you're gonna be full of bullshit.
Yeah. At the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
A clean toilet full of shit. It's crazy.
Holy shit! I like that one. That was yeah. That's crazy. Because how would you know that I have like goals to conquer, big goals? Like that's just weird to me that you would even know that.
If I wanted to go to the moon, I need of course I need an outfit. To be here on Earth, we have this body. I don't see your body. I just see your soul. I see your aura. And it's all in your aura. It's all in our light. Don't get annoyed, baby.
I love it.
Vámonos.
I love it. I mean, you were on point with a lot of things because I am in tune with the sensitive aspect of me as a man for sure. Yes, my mom did raise me, so a lot of things I see from a different perspective. But I do have a lot more patience now.
And that comes with age.
Yes, I'll be 48 next week, next Wednesday.
Awesome.
Happy
birthday. Happy birthday. That's awesome.
Damn.
So over time, I have learned because at times I am easily triggered. At times, but I had to learn that my triggers are my responsibility. They're not no one else's responsibility.
Yeah.
So learning how to not be easily annoyed and easily triggered, it's been a process.
When you're easily triggered, you're easily manipulated.
And you give power to somebody else too.
Be very careful.
Mm-hmm.
Be very careful.
I cannot be manipulated.
But you are the manipulator.
Just the girls.
No. Oh.
Damn.
No wonder you don't want your ex to watch this.
Damn.
I'm still working on that.
I don't know. I don't know if you're working on that. I don't know if you're working on that one. I think you enjoy it.
Not really. But I manipulate him with the truth. That's the biggest problem. It's like the truth works so good. The truth is so perfect.
That's not manipulation.
I love telling the truth. I used to lie so much, like just about like where I was and stuff and all that kind of stuff when I was married. But now that I'm single, like the truth is the best thing in the world, and nobody believes the truth. It's worse.
Yeah, well, when you lie, a liar is a coward. You
I
have to
know.
hide behind your lie. If people don't like you, my favorite word is next.
Yeah.
Move
I
on,
think-
be yourself.
But I think people lie a lot of times. I mean,
It depends what kind of lie.
no, some
it was a
people,
lie.
If I
to
say,
my-
do I look fat? You say, oh, no, but thank you. That's
No,
a good lie.
some people are in a certain space because of, I don't really want to use the word trauma, but how people have grown up sometimes, it dictates how they do things. So like some people have a trauma response to being asked certain questions. As a child, you were made to give certain type of responses. So as you get older, you didn't grow out of it. You're still doing the same thing. So your first thought sometimes is, oh, let me say this so I don't get in trouble. Even as an adult, because you never dealt with that trauma, that trigger.
Yeah.
So it's
You become a people pleaser after that.
yes. So
Or a
everything it is,
narcissist.
you're trying to please somebody to a degree and not even realizing, like, damn, you sitting there really just lying about anything and everything, and you're not even trying to.
That's why it's really good to do shadow work. To everything is through foundation. Our foundation is when we're kids. So I always do this little thing with my people that really have trauma when they're little. I tell people, picture yourself when you were little in that house you grew up in, when you had more trauma when you were 3-year-old or 4-year-old or 5-year-old. I want you to walk in that room when you were 4 or 5 years old. Walk in, get on your knees, face your child, you as a child, and hug that little boy. And hug them, lift them up. Don't cry, you guys. Lift them up, walk away with him, and put him in your heart. And every time you feel sad, you just hold your babies right there and
You know
show the goodness and greatness you
Well,
have
I feel like you're
become.
gonna say something crazy.
No,
and
you
I'm
know
gonna
what's
say
what's crazy?
Yeah.
I didn't really know what that was called, but I had a conversation just the other day, Jackie, brow baddie,
Okay.
and
I bet you did.
no, not like that, sir.
I just say.
But it was on some business stuff that we were just having our conversation, whatever the case might be, right? Because we own a business. She's helped me with some stuff
I
with my
bet.
marketing.
Yeah.
But we began to talk about some stuff that we talked about on the show last time. And exactly what you said right now, she had brought up something. She's like, because some stuff happened that we discussed. And she asked me, she's like, how are you doing with that? Where's your growth in that aspect at all? And she said, take yourself back to when you were 11 years old and you were damaged.
Yeah.
She said, find that person, feel like he's sitting on the bench. Go hug him, pick him up. And everything you just said right now is what she said. Of course, the age was different, but it was everything that was said in that conversation. You just said right now. So I was like, damn.
Yeah, I know.
And-
she's
and
she's
11
rooting me out. I'm
Thank you.
gonna say something too
Thank you,
after.
sweetie.
Go ahead.
11 years old is when you had your trauma, when you were little. Mine was when I was 14, and I found out that the people that brought me up weren't my parents at all. So I went on my own, and I raised literally myself, you know. But it's beautiful, that's growing right now, especially if you're doing marketing, if you're rolling your business. I'm a master in marketing, baby, by the way, first of all, okay? But 11 years old, and this is why you talk about, this is why you so guarded. But you got to remember, you're not a little boy anymore. You're going to be 48 years young. You've been so blessed, so lucky to live 48 years. There's 5-year-olds that died. My son died at 26. Look at that. Look at the positive. What if we start saying, instead of thinking about worst case scenario in a business, worst case scenario in something, why don't we do this? What's the best case scenario? When I'm launching, I just put my house on a second mortgage and I'm investing in this business and it's going to take off. I'm going to be known around the world. I'm going to make millions and I'm going to help people. I'm going to give, because much is given, much is expected. And think about that instead of being scared. And it's not that you were damaged when you were 11. It's that you had to grow when you're 11. You didn't have an opportunity to live a childhood. This is why you're so guarded, because you stopped growing as an 11-year-old. And you remember, because you had your mom, you had your aunt, you had your grandma, you have maternal people around you. And it shows. I could see that. But that's a beautiful thing. If you start looking back and saying, wow, that happened when I was 11-year-old, man, I am a badass. And I'm going to thrive in my business and thrive in my life because I'm amazing. When you see it like that, your whole life is going to change.
Every wife needs to be like you. Every wife needs to be like you.
Aw.
For real, for real. You stay
I'm
married
gonna have to hug
forever.
before I leave, baby.
You'd be married forever with a wife like that. That just talks to you like that. Where the heck have you been? you need to be coming here teaching these women.
Well, for every woman that wants a king, you have to become a queen. Not treat your man like a peasant. You got to be his queen. I truly believe that. I'm a badass woman, but I'm not a man, nor would I want to be. So these women crying about You know, he's not a man. Dude, shut up. Stop being a whiner. Stop being his mom.
We need to bring you
Treat
on.
him like a man.
We need to
know?
bring you on a dating relationship podcast. For real. We need to. We have about 6, 7 girls here.
Yeah, women cry about, man, he left me for that ugly thing. It's not about looks. It's never about the money or the looks. It's the way you make your man feel. Point blank, straight out. Yes or yes?
I
Yeah.
have to say yes twice.
Yeah.
Dang. So the floor is yours. We went over, but it's all good because I didn't even care. I wanted to keep going over, but the floor
You
is
have to
yours.
invite me back.
We definitely have to have you back. So,
I would love
anything
to.
you want to say to our audience, like closing remarks about anything inspirational, anything you want to say? The floor is yours.
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank you for having me here, you guys. It was a pleasure. It was a blessing being here. I know there's more to come because there are no coincidences. Everything coincides in this world. And I was meant to be here, and so were you, all of us. To everyone out there, yeah, we said earlier, we're all going through things, but you know what? Find your inner child, make peace with your inner child, learn how to forgive and forget. Your parents weren't born to be leaders. They weren't born to know what they're doing. I'm still learning. It took me 8 kids to learn how to be a parent. You know, we're all human. We all make mistakes. And stop blaming people. Take responsibility and just learn just to love yourself. It's not about money. It's not about fame that makes you happy. Believe me. Just love yourself. Just be a good person. You're bored. You know, go to a shelter. Go help the person. We all know a homeless in our city. All of us. You don't have to have a lot of money to give them water, a pillow, shoes. To them, it's a treasure. So I love you guys. I can't wait to see you guys till the next time.
That's crazy. She said parents weren't born to be leaders. Like they didn't know. That's crazy. I love that you said that. That was, you make a lot of sense. Like too much sense. Like it's common sense, but it makes too much sense. I love having you on. Really.
Thank
I
you.
can't wait to have you on again. We definitely
would
got to
love
have you
to.
on. An
Thank
hour
you.
is not enough time with her. For real. But we appreciate you for coming on. Please, everybody, like and subscribe. We appreciate you, Eric, for keep coming in, writing in the chat. Please like and
Thanks,
subscribe.
Eric. We love you.
Howls over Baaz. I'm Jacob Casas.
This is Ambishun.
And Mirna Velasco.
And we'll be back in about 30 minutes. Peace.